Hello, everybody. I hope every one of you is doing well at home. I am Samuel Arturo Lopez Cruz, and I am part of the English career at Universidad Pedagógica Nacional Francisco Morazán, which is located in Nacaome. Today, I am with a very important person who is an English teacher. And today we are going to have a conversation about the process of teaching English. Well, welcome, Mister, and it is a great pleasure to greet you. And before beginning the conversation, tell me what is your name and how many years have you been teaching English?
Okay, before everything, good afternoon and thank you for the invitation. My name is Edgar Fajardo, and I work in a public school. I teach English since 2010.
That's great. Okay, let's get started. The question number one goes like this. In your point of view, what is the importance of studying English?
Okay, my point is in the important, first of all, is if you know English, you you have many doors. You have many open doors. You have you can work in restaurant, you can work like a teacher, you can work in an airport, you can work in many places because English, as you know, is speaking around the world.
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you. English is very, very fundamental nowadays. And I have heard that if you speak English, you are like two people in just one. That sounds crazy, but it's true.
That's
The
right.
question number two, the question number two is what is the method you use in order to teach English?
The method. So as you know, we have most of the universities has a lot of methods, but in public schools it's difficult to use the whole method because we have less materials. We have a student that they don't like English, so the most that we use is a translation method. For example, if we teach English, I can write the word on the board and date. I have to say the meaning in Spanish. So
Yeah.
I think this do all the teacher in our country.
Yes. And by the way, how many hours do you teach English?
Okay, during the week I teach only 2 hours. So for me it's a little bit 2 hours because English, as you know, is extensive pronunciation, grammar, so we have to do many things. So in these 2 hours you can teach only the basic colors, some verbs, the vocabulary, something like that.
Yes, it requires a lot of time. Now, we already know that family is very fundamental for students. So, what is the role of parents when their children are learning English?
For the parents it's difficult because they know they don't know English. So for them it's difficult because they say, I don't know English, how to do this homework, you know. So and sometimes when time homeworks, they they look at translator to do the homeworks, you know. So for them is difficult because they don't speak English.
Yeah, family is a very, very, very important in many ways. Actually, it's the best that we got in life. Now, should teacher motivate students and why?
If you are English teacher, you have to motivate.
Yeah.
For example, in public school, it's difficult because most of the teacher are not bilingual, so they teach English, by using dictionaries, using books. So for me, it's important because, as I said before, as I said at the beginning, English is important because you have opportunities, not only in Honduras, you have opportunities around the world, in all the
Yes.
world. So in my case, I have to motivate, and I have to give my experience, because I remember when I went to the USA in 2002, I didn't know English, so I learned English there. How? Asking to American people, asking to people who speak English. So in my case, I have to motivate, because this is a process for them. This is a process for the student. This is something important for the whole student.
Yes, that's nice of you. Now, do you think that students really like to learn English?
Not all of them. Some of them. For example, in my case, I had this year 42 students. From the 42, only 10, 15, they like the English class. The rest of them, they don't like. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know the reason. But I think from 100%, I think only 25%. It's a low percent.
Yeah. And what is the most beautiful thing of teaching English?
The most beautiful. Well, in my case, as a teacher, for me, the most beautiful is when the students start to speak in English, when the student begin to say words in English, and when the student say good morning, when the students say bye teacher, see you tomorrow, when the student have to know use the verbs in past, present, and future. So that is beautiful, because you know your work, you know how what you are doing, you know.
Yes, that's wonderful when a student begin learning and saying words. Now,
That's right.
what is the biggest difficulty students faced?
The biggest,
Yeah.
well, I think the materials for them. I have many difficulties. For example, the materials. They feel embarrassed when they want to say something in English, and they can do it because they think the rest of the student, their classmates are laughing when if the student says something that is wrong. So they feel, they feel sad, they feel unhappy. So the difficulties are, many difficult.
Yeah. The last question goes like this. How useful do you find Currículum Nacional Básico to plan a class?
Well, in my case, when I do my lesson plans in the English class, I do the basic. For example, in fifth grade, I had fifth grade. I use, the common verbs, sentences in present, sentences in past. So I use the Currículum Nacional Básico using the basic, because the Currículum Nacional Básico in English is not extensive. So you have to plan according to your class.
Yeah. Well, I don't have more question. I don't have anything more to say that Thank you for being here, for your ideas, for your opinions, for your comments. And I wish the best for you in the process of teaching to your students. Well, it was
Thank
a
you.
great pleasure. Bye
Have
bye.
a nice day.
Blessings.